Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video.
And in this video, we are going to be making our own vintage retro checkerboard design. You're seeing them all over the place on Etsy. So I thought it would be fun to show you how you can create your own. It only takes a couple minutes. It doesn't take long at all. And you can jump on this and get some great sales in during the Q4 period with this design style. All right. Now, everybody and their grandmother's dog has pumpkins and ghosts and black cats and all that kind of stuff up. But we are jumping onto the winter and Christmas theme. I know Halloween designs are super fun to make, but your Halloween design should already be in your shop. Okay, it is time to move on. So we are going to do this same style, only we are going to do it in a Christmas theme. Okay, so let's get started. Alrighty, so here I have one I made earlier with Santa Claus, and I made the checkerboard red. And then here's one I did with an angel, and we left the checkerboard black. So we are going to do, I have another blank screen here. We are going to do a snowman, okay? So I'm going to come over here to elements, and in my recently used, there is my faded checkerboard. You can search that. You can find that by typing in transparent checkered, okay? And go to graphics, and you will be able to find it right in here. Alrighty. And that's if you want the faded look. If you don't want the faded look, that's up to you. This is completely your design. So I am doing the faded checkerboard that turns transparent. And I'm just going to put this right here in the middle, well, off to the right a little bit, because I'm going to have more design on this side. And then I think I want some paint splashes. So I am going to come over and search paint splashes in elements, not in my upload. Paint splashes, and we're going to go to graphics. And I just want some that will show up in the background to give it a little more of a retro, grungy feel. So I'm going to grab that one, and I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to rotate it because I don't want everything to be in the same spots. Let's do this. And I am going to change the color on this to a dark red. Actually, I'm going to go with the brighter red. Okay. And so there we have some paint splatters on here. Let me look in here. I might grab another one. Yeah. I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to change the color to red on that as well, because we are going in the Christmassy kind of vibe. So, and you don't have to use these at all if you don't want to. It's, completely up to you. All right. So that's that. Now I'm going to go over here to my uploads, and I had ChatGPT create this snowman for me. Instead of using a Kittle element, I decided I wanted a particular style for my snowman. So I just had ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, Midjourney, create this image for me. You could do the same thing if you wanted to, or you can use the elements that Canva provides. The same way with these poinsettias. I had those generated in Midjourney. So they fit the same vibe as my snowman here, and I'm just making them a little bigger. I'm gonna overlap them a little bit, and I have some holly that I want to bring in here as well, and I'm going to rotate that a little, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to sit that in there, and I want to send that underneath. There we go. And this guy, I want to bring him to the top, so I'm using my layers panel over here to make things easier. And then I'm going to make him bigger. I'm going to sit him right there, just like that. And now I am going to duplicate this poinsettia, make it a little smaller, and bring it down here in front of my snowman. And then under elements, I am going to look under my recently used, and I had another holly in here that I kind of, just for a little extra color, pop that in. And again, I'm going to go to position because I want to decide where, I want to be able to decide where I want these. So I'm going to duplicate that guy, and I'm going to bring him up here. And again, I want to go look at my layers. There we are. I want that green, but I didn't want it to overpower the entire design. So that's why I put it in the back. And just, I only want a little bit peeking out of it. All right, so I think that looks pretty darn good. Just that quickly arranging these elements around here. It only takes a minute or two to have your design. But you can look through, and if there's other elements you want to add, you can certainly do that. I'm looking here to see if there's anything else I want to pop in this design. Maybe some of these black and white ones. No. I was thinking maybe some black and white ones. Here's some mistletoe. You could add some mistletoe if you wanted. Just find a place for it. I don't care for that. But in essence, this is a completed design, and we can download this now. All we have to do is select it, share, download, transparent background, or current page, and click download. Okay. Now I'm going to upload this to my designs and run an image mockup so you can see what this is going to look like on a shirt. Okay, so let's shoot into my designs. And I do have another version of it here, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's upload. Let me drag that snowman over, and let's upload that, okay? so you can see. Alrighty, so here it is. This is the one we just created in Canva. So let me load my mockup profile that I want to use and have my designs generate my mockups. I'm going to open that file and open this file. All right, and there is our design. That's the one we just did. Okay, now this is the other one. And can you see, let me zoom in. Can you see how it looks a little more distressed, maybe a little grungier? You see the difference? This one is smoother. There's no distress in the checkerboard. Okay. This looks amazing just the way it is. But if you really want to add a little more distress to it, make it a little grungier, this is what I do. Now, there may be a way to do it in Canva, but I'm telling you, I have tried to figure this out and I just can't do it. Maybe it's just my brain not connecting the dots together the way they should, but I can't figure out how to get it to work. So anyway, I will open up Kittle and I will bring my image in. Okay, this is an extra step and it's not one you have to do. Like I said, this is just me. This is my personal preference and it's just something I thought I would show you in case you wanted to do it too. All right. So this is our design that I just brought in from Canva with all the smooth and clean lines. Now I like the grunge look. So over here on the left-hand menu in my Kittle, there is a little button called Textures. If you click on Textures, it will bring up a bunch of different textures. We've got grain, we've got halftone, we've got marble, we've got fabric, we've got brick. Look, if I click on brick, you can see the brick lines in our design. We have metals, abstract metals, wood. You can do so much. Here's natural shadows, fabric, and there's a ton, okay? There's a marble texture, halftones. If you wanted to make it look really, really grungy, you can do the halftones on it. It would be, you know, completely. This one looks cool with partial halftones. I actually like that a lot. That is not what I'm going for in this one though, okay? Up here at the top, you have grunge textures. And if you click on them, they will apply on your image and you can see what they look like. And just clicking a different one changes it. So you can do all sorts of grunge textures if you want to, just to make your image a little more grungy, a little more aged. It's completely up to you. It's, you know, not required. It's just something I really like the look of on these checkerboard vintage designs. Okay, so I've selected the first one here. So I'm going to come over here now on the right hand menu and I'm going to click mask texture. That means that mask, that texture, is only going to show up on my image. Okay, we're not going to have extra lines or anything like that. And then here next to texture we have different options of how we want this to look. There's multiply, makes it look a lot grungier, and you can do all different ones. You can go down through here and look and see what you like better. For this particular one, I like the alpha mask because what it does is it adds the white to make it look like this image is aged and worn away. So if you're putting it on a t-shirt, it looks almost like it's been washed out a bunch of times already, okay? So I really like that look, and that's what I'm just going to select, my alpha mask, and I'm going to leave it at 100%, okay? And I'm going to select my artboard. I'm going to remove the color because I, want to make sure my image is transparent background, and I just wanted to double check that here on my design. And then I would just download, optimize quality, remove background, and I would download it. Now I can snowman grunge. Now I could take that over here to my designs, upload that. And you can see that it is here. We've got it all. Let's deselect that one. Let's do the mock-up. But again, like I said, it's 100% up to you if you like the grungy look or not. I do. I like it a lot, so that is what I've done, and there it is now. There is our updated. Let me grab this guy too so we can compare them side by side. Okay, there's our original design. And you see that's, smooth and clean. And then here is our grunge design. And you see now it cut out those spots, made it look washed out and aged. So it's up to you which you like, but I just wanted to show you how you can get that grunge look on your design if you want to. And this kind of stuff, all this editing and things like that, that's all free in Kittl. Yes, you're going to pay for your membership, but it doesn't cost any credits when you are in here editing and working on your design, okay? Credits are only for pretty much image generation. So you could do that easily and make a grunge version of your design. But I just wanted to show you how you can make these super fun checkerboard, vintage looking designs that are all over the place. And now that you have this done, let's duplicate this, okay? Let's come over here and search for Christmas vintage raccoon. All right, we'll just look in here and see what we get. Let's look and see if we can find a Christmas themed raccoon. We've got all kinds of Halloween ones, but I'm sure there is a. Here we go. Get rid of the snowman. Grab this raccoon. I mean, I'm not a fan of that one, but let's keep looking. Certainly we can find a better raccoon. We could go with any of these like hand-drawn. These like lino cut hand-drawn ones. Let's flip him horizontally. I'm not feeling this one because he's completely transparent. I like it, but I don't like it for this. But let's look here. Let's find a raccoon that we can put in our image. Let's do hand drawn. Let's get rid of vintage. But a lot of these guys here, these line works are all completely transparent, and we don't really want that. We don't want to be able to see through our character. But you could, here we go. Go to Midjourney. That's where I had my snowman created. So let's take this retro cartoon snowman and let's make him raccoon and see what Midjourney gives us. If he gives us something in the same style, well, we'll use that. And that's the beauty, you know, you can create your general images in any image generator of your choice. There we go. I like him. Copy, paste it in there, background remover. Now we have our cute raccoon in here. I'm going to flip him like that. And I am going to, I don't want him under all of that. There we go. So now you have, and we can change his color there to make him match a little better. He's a little darker now. It's not as there. And now you have this design with the raccoon. And you can do this over and over. Now let's come back over here to Midjourney. Let's take this same prompt and let's turn it into Santa Claus. All right. And we'll let Midjourney create that image for us. We'll come back over and let's duplicate. We did duplicate. Let's get rid of that. And now we have a cute Santa Claus. Copy that image. Paste it right in here. Remove the background. And let's make this Santa Claus bigger. And I'm going to flip him too because I want that candy cane out here so you can see it better. We'll go to position and let's put Santa in our design and let's make him match a little better, or let's make him a little brighter. Perfect. And we can swap things up a little bit to change his colors somewhat. Let's go there. And now you have that same design with Santa Claus. So you can easily make different versions of this just by going to your favorite image generator, having it generate your main subject, and then just popping it in and replacing the subject already. Here we go. Let's do something really fun. A cartoon ghost wearing a Santa hat and holding a candy cane. All right. So if you are one of those people who love Halloween, but you know you have to start designing for Christmas, that's okay. We've got you. Here's a ghost with a Santa hat. Let's paste that in there. Remove the background. And let's flip him so his candy cane is on this side. And let's make him bigger. All right, go to our layers and decide where we want him as far as where do we want to put him? And then let's adjust these colors so he is brighter and matches our color palette a little bit better. Nope, not that one. And sometimes you get some weird colors that you would not expect. And I'm not sure how that happens, honestly. But I just keep clicking different ones till I get the color that I think is going to look the best. And we'll stick with that. And now you have your ghost. If you are one of those people that absolutely need to have a ghost, there you go. You have a Christmas ghost. And that's a design that's ready to go. So we have been on this video for about 25 minutes. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different designs all ready to go. And we could do this once more. We could come over here. And look, now here is an angel that I had already had created earlier. So I would grab that, copy, get rid of our ghost, paste our angel in, background remover. Let's resize her. Go to our position window so we can adjust our layers and decide where we want her as far as the layers go and put her in place. And that looks really pretty, I think. Let's try. I think that looks good. That looks really good. We could move her over just a hair so we get more of these. But in less than 30 minutes, we have now generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different checkerboard retro designs for our Etsy shop. All right, just that quickly. And when we download them, they're all going to be transparent background. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to show you. Now I have ones I was messing around with earlier. I'm going to get rid of them. These are our 5 designs here. Okay, this is what I would do from here. I have my 5 designs: share, download, transparent background. Yep, I'm going to save all 5. Going to hit download. And it'll take a minute because it's zipping all 5 of these images up. Okay, and let's do checkerboard. All right, and I'm going to come over here to my designs, and I'm going to get rid of all of these listings here, these 3 that we just did. Okay, and I am going to extract. And I am going to upload. I would absolutely come right into my designs, add all 5 of my images, click upload all. And I'm just showing this is exactly what I would do. If I wasn't going to make them grunge, which for this we're not going to. I'm just going to upload them the way they are. So I have all 5 of my designs. I'm going to select all 5. The first thing I'm going to do is go into my canvas, and I'm going to create my template that's 5,000 by 5,000. I'm going to add listing file and add to all. And I'm going to make sure they all fit and they all look good. And they do. They all look great. I don't need to really do any changes. So I would just hit save, main file, save as. And the reason I do this is because Canva doesn't download at 300 dpi. So when I put them into the canvas here on my designs, when I save it, it is 300 dpi. All right. So then I would just come out here, image mockups, load my mockup or my sublimation, my PNG profile, whatever you want to call it, and create my mockups. And I would do my listing from right here. I would run my Vision AI, and then I would publish these directly to my Etsy shop. And I could have all 5 of these designs created, mocked up, and listed in less than 45 minutes. So, if you're not using my designs to help speed up your process, you're really missing out. But let's get these mock-ups done so we can take a peek at them real quick. And let me just look here, and let me zoom in. Let's open up this file. There we go. There's our raccoon, and that looks adorable. And Santa Claus looks fantastic. So that's how easy these checkerboard designs are to make. Let's look at our cute little Christmas ghost. That is adorable. Gotta love that one. Absolutely. That looks amazing. All right. So, that's how easy these are, guys. They are super, super simple to do. They only take a couple minutes. And once you have your general layout done, you can just swap out your subjects and create different variations of them. And here you see I have them mocked up on tote bags. They would be great for home decor for the holidays. Here it is on pillows, t-shirts. There's a different color sweatshirt. Here it is on blue, and they still look great. So get some of these up in your shop. The style is very, very popular right now. Change it up, though, like I did. Do Christmas, do fall, Thanksgiving. There's still time, a little bit of time yet to get Thanksgiving designs created and listed. New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Don't be hung up on our current holidays. Go evergreen. Do some just fun themes that aren't necessarily fall colors. Do a Highland cow, do raccoons, but do different elements with them. Okay, but that's what I wanted to show you, how to make one of these designs in Canva. That little bonus of how to make them look grungy and kiddo. If you like that, use it. If not, no big deal. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. There's also a link for my free community that we would love to have you in. And I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you have a great day.